And hello everyone, and welcome back to the Murphy Code. In the last episode, the party went to a little spaceport on their way to deal with some sort of orc infested planet slash some sort of cult. Maybe Slanesh is involved, who knows.
And it may end in Exterminatus, but, that's best case scenario.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. And as the party was, restocking, getting some actual food and that sort of thing, you guys heard of a black market in the area. And being the inquisitors that you are, noble paragons of justice, you have taken on the task of eradicating this vile black market.
Yeah.
And that is where White market? Sure, Brian, sure. Regardless, you guys have just left the ship and you are following Forks. And then Forks turns to you and then says, "So, do you guys know the way to the market?"
No. I mean, I was under the assumption that you did.
Folks,
You're the one that's making us go to this place.
Folks pulls out the pamphlet. I can't read.
Let me look at it.
There is a map.
Yeah, okay. It should be right around here.
You follow the map and it leads to a small corner that has graffiti up that says, "What sort of idiots would put a map to the black market?" And then there's just like little ha 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 loser and like past that.
Huh. Alright. So, before we go in, there is one thing that I learned about being a part of the Inquisitory. And that is, when it comes to heretics, we take no prisoners. Period.
Yeah.
That is indeed true.
So,
Ninja, Kira, Nickel, what about you guys?
Kane just nods at that. Cocks his giant arm like it's a gun.
Lisa just shakes her head. She goes, "This is not something that I wanted to do, but since we have no choice, again."
it's our job. You're gonna have to get used to it. Or don't. Doesn't really
is-
matter to me.
I'll do what I have to, I suppose, even though this is not what we set out to do in the first place. But very well.
Objectives adjusted based off the information we have.
Essentially, what we're gonna do is just storm the place.
Taking the prisoners, scream your lungs out, the old 1-2. Easy enough.
Perhaps don't say easy. Nothing is ever easy.
They're likely going to be armed, yeah. Most
Well,
heretics are.
Well, that's why we're all carrying around weapons, aren't we?
Yep. As for you, kid, points down to Lily. This ain't
Oh?
gonna be pretty. So if it gets too uncomfortable for you, you can bail out at any time and let us handle it.
All right. Sorry, continue. Continue, sorry.
Okay. You can bail out at any time if it gets too uncomfortable for you, alright?
Okay. Shoot first, ask questions later. Pew
Pretty
pew.
much. Yep, pretty much. Okay. Follow my lead.
So all I wanted to do was just quickly mention, because I forgot to tell Kira this. So you basically caught up by an escape pod that landed, and you popped out, and they were there, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to take you out on a block." That's basically all you missed.
That is an equivalent amount of loss to what I am feeling now. Yay.
Yeah, it's a black market full of heretics that we're going to murder.
He also misses
get
the
it.
shopping spree.
Aw,
And
I
also-
miss all the fun stuff.
And we're gonna get us an animal.
Missed all the fun stuff and a Lily relevant thing.
Eh.
Freaking Neku wants a pet.
I'm gonna name it Chompy.
I'm
Well,
gonna name him
figure
Chompy
that-
because he keeps taking my fingers.
We'll figure that stuff out after we deal with the heretics. So is everybody ready?
Just finished my prayers and I'm all good to go.
Alright. Then follow my lead.
All right.
And he goes in.
So you guys are standing in front of a wall that reads, "What sort of idiot will put the location of a black market on the map?" And this is where the map led you.
So we haven't actually found the location. Is that what you're saying?
You have not, no.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, Brad is going to search around.
Alright, well, I believe that would be an investigation. No, it's called something else. Inquiry, or... Yeah, you could use... Second, let me get my test. You could use awareness, you could use inquiry, you could use interrogation, intimidate, you could use perception.
Can I look around too?
Yeah.
I'll use awareness.
Okay.
Alright, let me try. Let me roll up my giant one sleeve.
I'll give you guys a +10, by the way.
Oh, that's the
That would-
case. I would have made it.
Yes, I wasn't expecting you to roll that quickly.
Trying to feel which one would be worth it. Okay, I figured it out. I'll roll real quick too. Damn.
Eh.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have just made it.
Okay, is anyone else rolling?
Sure, I will too.
I can roll for something. Oh, never mind.
Yep. Just waiting on you.
Me?
You said you wanted to roll, didn't you?
Okay. So I can wear. So it was awareness or
Awareness,
stuff like that.
inquiry, interrogation, intimidate, or perception.
Owen would try to interrogate someone.
Okay.
So yeah, it's interrogation.
All right.
And
You
it's
would
a modifier.
interrogate. 10.
Go ahead.
It was 10.
Yeah, modifier 10.
Yeah.
All right. So, Owen, you go over to the roughest, toughest, meanest guy you can see in the general area. You know, walking around, walking past, and you go, wait. You look like the type to know where the black market is. Why don't you tell me, or I'll shank you. However you want to play it.
Yeah. He's like, you over there.
Yeah?
You look like you may know where the black market is around this place, so you better start telling me, or else I'll crush your skull with the might of the Holy Emperor himself.
The man begins to cry.
Jeez.
Kane just like kind of whistles at that. It's like, wow, that was actually impressive. I was expecting you to interrogate with scripture. No, you did something different.
The man runs away. He heads into the toilet because he doesn't want to see. He doesn't want us to see him cry. But it's too late. It's almost too
It's okay,
Oh,
baby. It's okay.
Owen's just standing there like, what in the name of the Imperium did I just see?
Kane just kind of chuckles in the background. I love that.
You just made a grown man cry. Hope you're proud of yourself.
I would be. Damn, that was actually impressive.
I'm not the bad guy here.
You're
With
a
that-
terrible person.
To be
We're
fair, from,
morally ambiguous at best.
from a
It's a-
distance, and if no one actually knew you, you definitely did seem a little bit like you were trying to mock them, dear.
Whatever. Can we just, keep looking?
I'm getting to that. So, Kane, you were too distracted by by Owen's performance that
It was
you didn't really
definitely a
look.
sight.
You didn't really look around that well because you were too busy watching Owen make a fool of himself. As for Brad
Oh, no.
and Madame Louise here, you both look around a little bit as all of this is going down. And while you don't see any black market entrance or anything, you do see a guy leaning against a wall with, what are they called? What are the cigarettes called in this universe?
Light those sticks.
Oh,
Light sticks.
Glow sticks.
Glow sticks, that's
Glow
the
stick.
one. There it is. Yeah, he's got a glow stick. And he's watching you guys, and he's watching the guy that ran off, but he's mostly just chilling there. But it's odd that he's chilling there in this random bit of hallway right next to the sun.
so
Brad
I
is
noticed
going
him
to walk
stare.
up to him.
What were you saying, Ninja?
Nothing.
No, none of that. What were you going to say?
Just gonna ask if we all see them or if it's just me.
You
I see him.
and Brad saw it.
Ah, okay.
Brad was gonna walk up to him. It
Yeah.
confused me.
Before that, what do you do, Ninja?
Just go back up, back him up since he's the one that's confronting the man watching.
Okay. The man looks to you, Brad.
I see you are a connoisseur of glow sticks, like myself.
I smoke him if that's what you mean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where'd you get him?
convenience store.
I'm actually looking for something a bit more not quite legal.
Yeah, I'd imagine the lot that look like you would be. And he sort of motions around and says, "You kind of look like inquisitors."
Can't lie about that.
Yeah. Afraid I don't know nothing, sir.
Look, you can make this easy or we can make this hard. You're going to tell us exactly where the entrance to the black market is, or I'm going to blow your head.
Hmm. You see, the problem with that is if you blow my head off, then you don't get the location anyway. So your threat doesn't really fly.
He's got a point there, Brad. Threatened to blow his legs off instead.
That's a good idea. He cocks his gun.
The man flicks his glow stick at Brad's head and says, "Yeah, that might work, But, so here's the thing. I know that you guys are going to threaten me with violence. The thing is, me telling you guys would get me killed anyway, because then the entire gang's gonna be like, oh, this man's a weasel. And we're not gonna have him do any jobs, we're gonna have him 6 feet in the ground. You see? Your offer ain't that tempting to me."
Well,
I want
go
to
ahead.
try some. I kind of want to try something. I'm not sure if this will work, but
What do you want to try, Ninja?
I do have an ability that I just gained. That while I guess Brad and Owen are trying to to intimidate him, I wonder if I can try to reach out and cast it while he's distracted with them.
Sure, you can certainly try. Do you know how to roll your psycho abilities?
Not quite. That's why I want to. That's why this is a test, and I want to see if it's gonna work.
Alright. Well, it should be under Psychana as long as you put it in.
Yeah, I did, and I'm gonna try using Dominate.
Okay, go for it.
So I just press cast, right? Because it doesn't do any damage. It's just more so.
Yep.
See if it works. Okay, let's see. So I use 1. No modifier, right?
Nope.
Oof. That doesn't work.
Sing.
So that's quite a big failure. That's almost a critical failure, even.
Eh,
Yeah.
So, let me just roll this 100. Okay, so it's a 9. Let me just pull up the relevant information. But while that's going on, would you guys like to continue your intimidation while I get this up?
Would I have to roll for it?
No, just how are you going to try and convince him?
Now look, my dear friend, I do understand your little conundrum there. On one end, you'll be at the mercy of the Inquisition, who's likely going to kill you anyway, and then there's your friends who are here who will likely kill you anyway as well. So I propose a question. Go ahead.
Oh, I see what the issue is. Sorry, brain, I forgot it does that. Continue, sorry. Technical difficulties.
Right? So think of it this way. Would you rather be at the mercy of the Inquisition and potentially become an informant for us so that we may keep an eye on more heretical acts as time goes on? Or would you rather be dead?
Okay, you can roll an intimidation check. It was...
Interrogation? Yeah, literally intimidate.
Yeah.
No modifier?
No modifier. Because he's already suspicious of you. Okay. So, Ninja, you try to call upon your powers. However, you get a bit of feedback as the warp whispers to you, and you suddenly feel a large headache hit you as all of your inherent phobias, suspicions, and hatreds surge to the surface of your mind in a wave of unbound emotion. So your emotions have basically gone from, we'll say, a 4 or 5 to a 10 in an instant. However you want to roleplay that.
So Louisa seems calm at first, but then she like flinches, holding her head as if she got like knocked like straight in the head by something. As she like holds her head and then like shakes it and just groans in pain and takes a few steps back, staggering.
You
Hell's
alright
going
back
on?
there?
I didn't hear either of you.
Brad said you all right back there.
And Becca?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ninja?
Louisa just kind of flinches as she just shakes her head. She goes, Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't leave me alone."
This is new.
Well, she's certainly become more antisocial than normal.
No.
So, Kira, what is Lily doing at this point in time?
Probably going to check to see what's bothering Louisa anyway.
Okay. Well, as you're walking over and everyone is distracted by Ninja, the man jumps forward and attempts to hold a gun to your head
Who, me?
and Lily, and attempt to drag you away. So I would say, I would say this would probably be some sort of strength check. I won't give him any bonuses, and I'll say it's probably like, I'll go to 6. 32. So yeah, just let's see if he succeeds in grabbing you.
He failed miserably.
So he didn't manage to grab you, but you all saw him try to do this.
Okay, I like try to
Okay.
like slap him. Like Louisa kind of sees it and she gets like super paranoid, like, "Don't you touch me," and just smack.
He puts his hand to the cheek, glares at you, and then just aims the gun at you instead.
Okay, Brad is going to try and grapple him at this point.
Okay.
And Owen is going to try and knock him off balance as Brad tries to grapple him.
Okay, well, both of you make strength checks.
Okay.
And see what happens. This is probably not how you're supposed to do it, but I'm lazy, so I can do it this way.
I'm really starting to hate this system now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, if you guys aren't enjoying it, we can stop.
I'd say at least see this session through to the end and see how we're all feeling.
Eh.
Okay. So, you guys don't manage to grab him or trip him, but you do cause him to stagger back, and he looks to you all and he says, "Look, I ain't, gosh, what's the word?
I ain't no snitch.
No, that's a different word, but we'll just go with that. I ain't no snitch. I ain't helping you."
What to do? We got someone who is very uncooperative, and maybe our only lead in here. So, what will it take for you to sell out your comrades?
What have you got on you? What did you get to trade?
Are you hungry?
Are you gonna try and sell me some food you just bought at the market at the store there?
No, military grade rations.
You got anything else?
You like the sound of your own voice?
He squints at you.
Because I have this servo skull here that records speeches and amplifies voices.
He thinks for a moment, and I want you to roll me a charm, but because your offer is very good, I'm gonna give you a plus 40.
That's still a failure. Ugh.
Oh man, that's just wow. He looks to you and he sort of thinks for a moment and then he goes, on one condition.
What?
I want a pack of glow sticks.
Here. And he gives him a pack of 10 glow sticks.
He takes the glow sticks, he takes the service skull, he puts them under his arms, and then he says, "You just gotta knock 3 times on the sign there. That is actually the entrance. It's a clever ruse."
Ah, I see.
You see, we say that the entrance isn't there to trick people into thinking the entrance isn't there when the entrance is actually there.
I see. Thank you for your information. Now get lost.
He gives a salute and heads on his way and says, "Well, yeah, but you're doing business." And then he heads on his way.
Alright, let's get this over with.
And I
So
am
it's
down the servo skull.
So it's the sign.
Yep, you just, according to him, you just need to knock on it 3 times.
Kane simply knocks on it 3 times.
There's a brief silence, and then someone says, "You got the password?" And then another goes, "Oh no, we just continued the password. It's just 3 knocks." What? Doesn't that seem like a security risk? What if they just found out from the person we have outside? You know he's a bit of a cheapskate and he would take any deal. He's like, no, it's fine. And then the wall slides open and 2 men with, what do they have? Yeah, 2 men with las pistols give you a nod and then they motion. And you see this large storeroom with, cages and other illicit materials. And there's a couple of people, offering wares, and yeah, it's a bustling black market.
Okay.
And there is
Now that
indeed a
we're
pet
actually
shop.
here-
Kane's arm turns into a chain sword.
Now that we're actually here, let's get this over with. Brad is going to cause a scene.
So, you guys have the element of surprise. However, you do not have any cover. Just be aware of that because you guys are, at the entrance. There's little barriers that they've set up for the guards, but for the moment, remember to click on your tokens, and it's time to roll initiative. Do you remember how?
Okay, how did this work again?
So on the left, under the player sheet, underneath characteristics, next to fate points, there's initiative.
Okay, do I just roll agility?
Yes. Brain, there is a pet store.
Yeah. Okay. So Brad's going to knock over a very large crate to create cover.
Okay. So cover from a crate, let's see, would give an additional 8 armor points.
Okay.
So you have an additional 8 armor for as long as the crate survives. Alright. So I've rolled for them in theory. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we will sort. And Lily, it is your turn first.
Well, I want Brad to yell out something first, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Sure.
Allowed to go first. No.
Okay. Attention, heretics. This establishment is in violation of imperial law for the distribution of illegal artifacts and substances. Your wares are now forfeit. Surrender and die.
They all glance to you, and then they all glance to each other, and then you just hear this loud "fuck," and now it's your turn.
Oh, that's under Act 22 of Section C of the They Just Fucked Up.
Wah, wah, wah. Lily.
Mistakes were made. Lily immediately abandons the group and runs towards the pet shop, screaming puppies at the top of her lungs.
Lily!
God damn it.
Alright. So, Lily, you use all of your action to dash.
Yep.
You make it over, and you see this weird puppy that has 2 heads to pet.
Lily is immensely pleased.
Not only that, but it looks like its tail is that of a monkey.
Has a monkey
Oh.
tail?
Puppy with monkey tail.
Yes.
Extra waggy.
A monkey.
What?
Lily is immediately enthralled with the puppy. If the puppy is in a cage, Lily will attempt to stick her hand through and just pet the puppy. This is what she's doing. Right in front of danger.
The puppy wags its tail. And then it wraps its tail around you and lifts you up. It starts shaking
holy
you
cow.
like, and then it starts shaking you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're not being hurt or anything. It's just like, woo.
Lily is having a wonderful time.
And with that, Brad, it is now your turn. Right, before I
Okay.
forget, let me just shoobity boop. And let me just make some quick boxes for you guys. So, we'll put a box here. And these guys don't have much cover. And Lily went over to the donkey. So we'll put a little dog down here. Yes. little tail that's, really big. And then what?
Seems accurate.
There we go. There. So, with that, it is Brad's turn.
Okay, Brad is currently behind cover.
Yes.
So he is going to aim his shotgun
Yeah,
at the closest person here.
sure thing. Do you remember how to do that?
So that was. Let's go with half aim.
Sure thing. That's plus
That
10.
would be. Is this standard or short range?
This is probably standard unless you're shooting at the two guards, which would be short. Actually, no, it'd be point blank.
It'd be at one of the guards for sure.
Okay. You know what? I'll do this so you can differentiate. So there's got these two here and these guys. There you go.
Okay. And then
There's also one of the sellers that's in range right here. He's wearing a mask and he's wearing a spooky hood.
Super spooky.
But yes, you may roll.
okay.
Okay, so you succeed.
Over their head. He's aiming.
Roll your damage. Roll the damage. And I also need to roll the hit. Location. 100. So the location is the right leg. Well, you fulfilled your promise. You said you'd take their legs.
Effective.
Might not be the same guy, but still. So 6 on the leg. Which leg was that? It's the right leg, yeah. So that's leg right. So 3. He takes 3 wounds. Okay. Oh wait, no, you said you were aiming for his head, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Right, I'm sorry. So yeah, you do a headshot and yeah, his face is practically destroyed from the shot, but he's still alive.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
He's basically screaming in agony, and he basically falls to the ground and just screaming, and it's like, ooh, ooh.
So he's essentially blinded.
But yes, is that your turn?
That is my full turn.
Owen.
All right.
What happened to my
turn.
turn order?
It's wonky.
Huh?
The turn order for us is gone.
Yeah, it is.
That's odd. There for me. Oh, I know what happened. It's because I swapped you guys to this map. I'll fix that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Kane's turn. No, it's Owen's turn. Sorry, because you both got a 9 and swapped you around.
I feel betrayed.
Alright, let me redo these.
I feel betrayed. I must revenge myself.
Revenge myself.
But yeah.
But yeah, I'll fix that up. Just give me a sec.
I am. Let's see. So if I take an aim action and then use swift attack, does that just completely counteract my my bonus? Because it does say +0 to a weapon skill.
Isn't swift attack also an action?
It's a half action.
It would give you a +10 to that attack, I suppose, but so you're doing swift attack. Additional hit for every 2 degrees of success. So yes, you can aim and then do a swift attack.
All right, so half aim, so +10, and then we do swift attack.
Mhm.
At hang on, just gonna shuffle him up forward at this guy right here. So we go hit, half aim.
12,
Is
12.
a swift attack,
Come on, just put it in. Stupid. Next up we have
and no other modifier.
No, point blank gives a modifier. I think it's +30. It should ask for that. So no modifier.
Attack type. Right, swift attack. Modifier and that. So I get 2 attacks off this guy.
Yep. So roll your damage.
Still playing up.
Well, you'll just have to roll it manually.
Fair enough. So that, if I remember correctly, that's a /, and then whatever it is, yeah?
/R space.
Yep. 1d10.
12.
9 plus 3.
12.
12. Yep. And then we got another one. /R. 1d10. That would be 9.
12 and a 9. Are you
Alright,
aiming for a specific body part, by the way?
Alright, I believe I fixed the turn order.
Oh, well.
But yeah, is Owen aiming for a specific part? Nah, he's in full zealot mode. He's just swinging.
Okay.
So a 60. The body. Okay. So you hit the body, and this is on this guy. So you do 9 plus 6. Wait, there's 2 shots, so that's two different body parts. So 7, 3, so 2 for the body then. No, 1 for the body, 1 for the right leg. You guys really like the legs today.
Yeah. Also, note that his rolls also come with a +3.
Okay.
Yep. So it's a 12. So yeah, the damage is a 12 and a 9.
So let's see. That's 3, 2, 9 to the body, 7. That's two wounds. 2. And then to the leg, 6. That's 3. Okay. So he is bleeding profusely, but he's still standing up, and you can see that he's reaching for his last pistol. Kane!
Kane seeing Lily being fucking Lily. He's gonna scream out, "Child, I'm gonna fucking kill you! Get out of the way!" And he's gonna run up to this guy.
Yum. So that's what
Yeah.
probably. So how much movement do you have?
I have half movements 3, full movement 6, charge is 9.
Okay. So I would say they're about 6 away.
Oh, okay.
So you can, like, Lily used all of her movement to go over to the cage, which is why I'm saying it's probably 6 or 9.
All right, then I'll just. That's my turn.
Alright. So you do move over to that guy, though.
Yeah.
Alright. It's now these guys. This guy, he rolls over and continues to scream. Because his face just got shot off. And you know that kinda hurts. This guy, however,
He's still alive.
this guy is going to attempt to attack. And I haven't set up that. Okay. So it is a las pistol, which means it's on the. Yeah, I should have set that up. 1d100. 2. Sorry. So yeah, they didn't aim, so they're gonna get off 2 shots. But it's point blank, so it's a plus 30. And yeah. So 45. I believe.
That done right? Oh, I
It's not
see.
done right.
Don't mind me, Owen, just need to borrow something really quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just borrowing your sheet for a second here, Owen. Okay. Alright, I'm done. So, a 45. Yeah, I think. I'm sorry, it's just. My mind is blanking.
Braveheart.
I can hear the static.
uh. I'm borrowing your sheet, Lily, just so I don't have to try and.
Uh-oh.
I'm just quickly borrowing your sheet, because. Right now I remember. I'm sorry. I remember now. It's the. I was missing the whole stats bit because that I needed the skill. That's what I was missing. Because that helps determine the target. I knew I was forgetting something, but I couldn't remember what it was. But yeah, okay. So they got a 45, and their skill in weapons is 30. So their target was 80. No, 80, 90, 70. So their target was 70, and they got a 45, which means it's 80.
And they get a 15. I don't think you should add 30 to that. That's just
Yeah.
a roll of 100, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's supposed to subtract. So that very much succeeded. So they are facing they're attacking Owen. So let's see, where is their attack going to? Yeah, sorry about that. My brain is just new system. So 40
I can try to dodge that, yeah.
body. You
Right.
do have your reaction. However,
Yep.
they did roll a 15 minus 30.
Well, I can at least try.
Sure.
No modifier.
No.
Now you're gonna get hit, mate.
Okay. So now my brain is working. 1d 10 plus 2. And so that's 6 to your body.
All right, 6 to the body.
And your armor will, of course, absorb some of that.
Which is it only absorbs 1, so I take 5.
And now he's gonna roll his second shot because he forewent his thing. He forewent aiming for that. The 100 minus 30.
There should be no minuses. My idea, right? You're adding modifiers after the roll is just determined. You had the modifiers over that, right?
Right. So the I'm right. The dice roll is separate, and the modifier lowers the. So it's actually the target
It's just
is
18. Yeah.
the target is 80 minus 30, which means it's 50. Okay. Sorry.
Where's the 80 coming from? I'm very confused.
Because
Okay, so
his skill is 30.
30, right? Then you plus the 30 from the range. And then I'm guessing you're doing a no attack type, no aim, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should be 60. And he rolled an 18. So that's how many degrees of success he has, which is divided by 10, right?
100 minus 30, which is his weapon skill, is 70.
Yeah, we're not doing 100 right now. We're not talking about the D100. The skill is 30. The range is also a plus 30. So he has a 60, right, in total before we even roll. His modifiers and his skill is 60. So as long as he rolls under a 60, he succeeds. Is this how it
Right,
works?
right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I was doing the math all wrong, but it's fine. I need to learn this stuff anyway.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to see how I understand it and see if we have an understanding on that. So he rolled an 18 off the 100 roll. Let's see if he hits or miss.
Yeah. Cause if you look at the roll I did for Kira earlier, it did it 38 and then it added 30, so it became 78. So yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so it's 60 then. 60 gives the type of attack and also the aim and the skill.
So
Which
it's
is just 30 plus 30. Yeah.
so it's 60, and so 50, 40, 30, 20. So that's 4 degrees of success.
Okay.
Again, sorry. You guys don't need to understand this. It's just I need to do it manually so my head gets wrapped around it. I mean, no. Then
just
again,
looking
this might be the last session, so. But so 20. That means this is going to hit your right arm,
All right, right arm.
and that's a 12 damage.
Wow, these guys are crazy.
That's just he got lucky with his damage there.
You gotta look at his rolls too.
Can I try dodge? Well, I already used my reaction, so I
Yeah,
can't
you did.
dodge it.
No.
Right arm, so that was a 12, so it's 11, and I have gone over my limit.
Yeah.
Over your limit.
Yep, I have exceeded my current wounds.
I see. So now you start taking. So basically, you're starting to take actual damage now. you're not unconscious or anything. You're just like you're gonna have another permanent wound on your right arm,
Yep.
and you start adding to critical damage.
All right, so we've gone past 12.
So you make that 12, and then you make this 4 because it was 16.
Gotcha.
Hopefully, I'm doing the right sheet there. Okay.
Yeah, that is the right sheet.
Now, these two guys at range. This one here is going to attack Kane, and they're going to aim. So that's 30 plus. You went right into point blank range, didn't you?
Me? If I did, I would have been attacking, I guess.
You had to dash, remember?
Oh. I mean, use my full movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm asking if you moved right into point blank or if you're just close.
I probably moved point blank. I would have liked to, so.
Okay. So that's a plus 32.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so his to beat is 70.
Does he's aiming? Okay.
And he failed.
And he failed, so you managed to duck out of the way of the shot. This other guy is going to take aim, and oh, it looks pretty buggered, so they're going to go after Madame Louise here. They're also going to aim, but it's not point blank, so it's average range, which I believe is plus 10. Let me double check that. Lily, I'm borrowing your sheet again. You cannot stop me.
No.
Yeah, standard range is plus 0. Okay. That's standard range, so it's 30 plus 0 plus aim, which was 10. So they need to beat a 40. And they got a 91, so their gun actually jammed. Wait.
Critical failure.
Actually, it's basically a critical failure. Actually, isn't it? Well, oh yeah, actually, it's not a jam, but their weapon did misfire, and basically the entire clip of ammo is ruined, and they now have to reload.
Oh.
And the merchant guy, he looks to all this, turns around.
Did
Then he runs.
Yes.
he run?
And now we're to Madame Louisa.
Louisa still has a pretty bad headache, and the guy screaming his head off because some of his face is off is not helping.
I mean, wouldn't you be screaming your head off?
Well, right now, Louisa don't give a shit.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah, she's a grumpy old lady with a major migraine right now, and she's just like, shut up. And I'm going to try another power, so I'm going to try using Smite.
Alright. So, you may roll it. Because he's point blank, I will give you plus 30. I think that's fair because he's kind of very distracted right now.
Okay, and
You know, on account of there being in very much a lot of pain.
I think I'm accountability of no face.
okay.
Want to know how I got these scars? So,
That doesn't work.
that means you succeed.
Oh, I
Oh,
did?
you
Oh,
did
yeah.
succeed. Sorry, I read
Yeah.
that wrong. Sorry.
It's fine, new system. But yeah, the target was 72, and you got lower than that at a 55.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, Louisa, her eyes seem to almost like glow underneath her veil, and all like the blue veins in her neck seem to also glow as like her body becomes enveloped in blue electricity. and it kind of seems to almost like shoot out of her body and just attack the dude that's screaming on the floor.
Now, would you just roll damage for me, just for reference?
What's penetration? Oh,
Um,
never mind. I see it.
That's just the type of damage.
Oh,
7.
10 full? Oh, I see. You do 3 and then you do 3 and 4. Yeah.
because the attack has a penetration.
Yeah.
That's why. So I just yeah.
So that's 7 damage in total, and it's point. And he already took some damage. And yeah. So you all watch, potentially with terror, as this man straight up screams, and then his screams abruptly die out as his body turns to ash, vaporized in an instant.
Yeah, just for fun flavor. Basically, the electricity almost from her body almost seems to take on the form of like a really creepy looking skull, and his mouth just opens and just envelops the man.
So yeah, but good times. Lily, you stop getting shagged by the dog. He let you go. He was to say
He
that.
has released. Ellie like turns her head and just sees the absolute carnage that has happened like behind her. She's 1 second. Sorry guys, 1 minute. I'm getting called on.
How dare you? I am so. It's fine. I am so thoroughly disappointed in Kira. How dare she need to be right back in the middle of her turn? I swear.
I am mildly miffed.
I am absolutely ambivalent.
That's right.
I am slightly jostled.
But
I am slightly
Y'all
perturbed.
realize I can hear you.
Good.
I hope you're smiling the entire time. You miffed me slightly.
Quite, but that's all right.
Even better.
Even better.
But
Yeah,
nah, we're only
pain upon
teasing,
me.
yeah. We're only teasing.
Maybe.
Your turn.
Already pained enough. How dare you? Fred, what was I doing? So Lily sees all the stuff that's going on behind her, and she kind of like realizes like, oh crud, there's stuff happening back there. So she's gonna walk over to Owen because she kind of probably should do that.
The puppy will have to wait.
The puppy will have to wait. There's a patient.
Yeah, so you head over.
That'll take my whole turn.
I'd say it'd take half your turn. Because
Great. I don't know how long this actually takes. I think this takes a whole turn, so I don't think I can heal on this turn.
you can get over to him at least. And you could probably fire a
can
shot.
Does it say like a full action, half action?
No, I'm reading the book. First aid doesn't say what it does, so I'm just assuming that it's a full action.
Let me
It would say like a skill probably, but I would assume it would be a full action.
It's a skill. It's for part of her medical skill, so I'm pretty sure it's a full action.
yeah, it's a full action. When in doubt, it's a full action.
No, the worst punishment.
All right.
But yeah, you do move over, and as you turn around, you see the monkey dog, the monkey. He's like, no, like making the dog sounds because I've been annoyed by them all day.
Making
Yeah.
whining noises. No.
And he's giving you the puppy dog eyes and everything.
Lily
Anyway.
wants to go back, but Lily cannot. She has patience.
Good on you. Brad.
Okay. So this guy is already firing against Owen. I'm behind cover at the moment. He still should be close range, right?
Which one?
This guy.
Right, this guy's dead.
Yeah.
Oops, I accidentally
He's with
deleted the
these.
turn order.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oops. Apparently it's still there on your guys, but not on mine.
Eh.
Anyway, yeah, you may. It's still point blank.
Still point blank? Okay, for this, I am going to be doing a full auto burst.
Okay.
So that's... Hold on. Yeah, that's a half action. I can also still aim. So half aim. Point blank.
It's just -10 ballistic skill. So for each time you hit, the next attack has a -10, and it slowly builds until you miss.
Right. Yeah, full auto, no modifiers. Oh, come on!
Oh, that's rough. Alright, so, that your turn?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Owen.
Alright. Here I am.
It's your turn.
Yep. So yeah. Guy's still in front of me. Owen at this point, he's kind of fading in and out a little bit, and he just figure it's all or nothing at this point. So he's given up his evasion on this turn, and he is going to go all out attack on this one guy here.
Sure.
All right. No aiming. All out. No modifier.
I will say I don't like that. I don't like how often you seem to fail with rolls.
Hmm.
I will say I'm not a fan of that.
It's a little rough.
I mean, are we doing something wrong? Are we calculating something?
I think it's more I'm supposed to be giving modifiers for every single roll. But I haven't been doing that for combat.
Eh.
That's the only thing I can think of, because like this doesn't feel 50-50.
Oh, it's not, because even with the we have to do with like unique modifiers to even get a 57, for example, for Owen. Not barely even just to have a 50-50. That's his whole action.
But like there are modifiers. For example, I've shown you the table before, and there's like simple and easy, which are +40 and +30, and my best guess is maybe you're supposed to have that by default.
Well, high mortality game. I guess this is normal.
Maybe.
I also noticed with that swing that it didn't seem to take into account that I have like an intermediate in my weapon skill. It just says 27, like, which is wrong. It should be like 37.
Oh, you've got to add that, I think.
That manually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think just for the rest of this combat, I'm gonna say you can add a +30 modifier to all of your rolls, because, well, I get it's a high mortality game. It's not fun seeing you guys fail constantly. No offense.
Yeah.
It's not fun seeing 3 failures in a row, for example. And that's been happening a bit too much for my liking. And we might not be continuing after this session, but that I'm gonna make a DM ruling there and say, +40, so the target is 50, 60, 70, 80. So yeah, that does succeed. I said plus 40, but I meant plus 30. So that does succeed. And you do hit, so roll damage. And I'm just gonna make that rolling because, yeah, I don't, yeah. And yeah, you have to roll it manually, remember?
And yep. So yeah, that would be 8 plus 3, 11.
Okay, so 11. And also needs locational damage. Like, I like the locational damage. That's pretty cool. Like, the fact you can hit a critical point like the face, that's pretty cool. And it goes both ways, so I can see that being great for roleplay purposes, but yeah, I definitely don't like how difficult it is to roll on average. So that is 31 to 65. So that's the body, and yeah, he's dead.
So yeah, Owen swings his as the lily is coming up to his side. Like Owen swings wide, kills this guy, and he just like falls flat on the ground because both his leg and his armor just basically, well, his body and his armor just fucked.
So basically, what happens is you swing and you separate his head from his body.
Ugh.
And his limbs as well. Like, you straight up knocked the chest off of him. Alright.
Yeah, Owen is just kind of lying on the ground panting now.
Okay.
All right, Kane's arm's gonna transform to a darn chainsword real quick.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna pull the cord and actually start chasing like a chainsaw.
Chainsaw Man.
And then he's going to stab the guy in front of him with all out attack.
Roll it. Remember your plus 30.
All right. There's no aim on this, I'm guessing, so we'll do that.
No.
It is an all-out attack, okay. And then a plus starter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I built weapon skill.
30 might be a bit too much.
I was like, I'm okay.
I mean, you did succeed very well, but 104 might be a bit too much. You basically, yeah.
I'm just glad one of us is succeeding in his mission.
Yeah, so how would you like to take him out? With 9 degrees of success, I'm just gonna give it to you. How would you like to dice and slice?
I would like to dice by shoving it right through his stomach
And then
going upwards.
okay. Tunk.
Worst part about it, I had a second attack. It feels good. It felt good.
Rev it up.
Bisected.
Rev it up. But yes, he's dead.
That is my entire action though, because that's how that works. So that is my turn.
Yep, and he's dead, so there's only one left. And you know what? He's going to look to all of this. He's going to remember that you said that your lives are forfeit, so you guys aren't accepting surrender. You made that pretty clear. He's going to remember the one guy that ran away, and he's going to attempt to run away too.
He made a double. He made a twin.
So he's gonna dash away, and Madame Louisa, it is your turn. He is now at I don't think there's a long range option, but it's still standard range.
Okay. Louisa's gonna kind of see him start to run off and just still looks really upset as she's just going to again try to use dominate again. Dominate, sorry.
Alright, be aware, I can't remember the rules on this, but I believe the more you use your psychic powers, the more tired you get and the more chance of failure. I'd have to double check that, but for now just roll it and we'll double, and if we do play more after this, we can check it then.
Pretty sure you're right, but right now, like Luisa's still she doesn't have her pain medication on her right now,
Yeah.
so she's still really upset and just gonna just act.
But yeah, it's fine for now. It's just something to keep in mind if we do continue.
So no modifiers.
I'll give you plus 20. Plus 30 was too far.
I was A-okay with a plus 30.
Oof.
Oof. Okay, so that's a failure. So we need to roll at 1d100. And that's a 68, which is 60, 68. Okay. For a split second, the world changes in appearance, and all of you experience a brief but horrific glimpse of the warp. And I need you all to make a willpower test, or you gain 1d5 corruption. Corruption is basically getting tempted to join the cult, which gives superpowers.
No
I like
modifier.
superpower.
It's it is a minus 10, but because I'm giving you guys plus 20, that means it would be a plus 10 modifier.
Mhm. Oh no, Lily.
Lily has been corrupted by the forces of darkness.
Superpower sound like cool.
Yeah, but now you guys are succeeding quite a lot. First time he would gain 1 or more corruption points, he gains that amount plus 1 instead. Oh man.
Oh no.
So you get 3 corruption, Lily. And I'll have to look into corruption another time, but there should be a section on your sheet for corruption. And
Advancements.
yeah, advancements. There you go.
I protect the child. Child became evil. Stabs me in the back anyway.
Murder. Alright. And yeah. As for this guy that was running away, you hear his screams echoing as he's swallowed into the wall.
Oh.
And he just straight up vanishes while you guys return. And you all come to the grim realization that could have been you that didn't. That is now over.
What the hell just happened?
Luisa is just breathing really heavily, looking not exactly the best as she like leans against the wall.
Hooray! We took out the black market. Yay! Folks is clapping their paws together, but because they're furry, you actually don't hear any clapping.
Oh.
But yes, there is an iguana. There is a monkey dog.
Kane picks up the monkey dog.
Woof.
Oh, this is a donkey.
It licks you.
We keep the dog. The donkey.
I'm not a fan of dogs. Their meat is too stringy. Oh, shall we head back to the ship?
We need to assess the injured.
All right, that's a thing.
Namely Owen.
Yeah. Would you like to do your healing juices? You're up. You make me wish.
I need a healer.
Kira.
I just realized that I was muted. So I realized that we don't know how corruption works, but I'm going to say that Lily, upon seeing Kane pick up the dog friend that she had made, falls prey to her emotions, gets very jealous, and just looks at him with this look of like if he does not give her the dog, she will shoot him down.
What? You're mad at me? I saved your life.
Give me the puppy. That's my puppy.
Kane simply hops and just hands it over.
Lily now has a puppy. She is pleased.
You indeed have a puppy. Okay.
Lily has completely forgotten about the healing thing.
In case you've forgotten, we do have a medical emergency.
I'll be okay. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
You are
Sound
bleeding,
thought.
sir.
Lily
You
like
have 2
turns the
gunshot wounds to your chest and your arm.
Which arm is it?
Your right one.
No, that would be the reason why I can't feel it at the moment.
What were you going to say, Lily?
Lily like looks at her new puppy, then looks at her very injured teammate. Kind of looks like she's giving a disgruntled, like she doesn't want to do this kind of like look, like rolls her eyes a bit, but does walk over, puts the puppy down, and then reluctantly starts healing him.
The puppy sits by you. It uses its monkey tail to hand you bandages. You now have a dog assistant.
The dog nurse, oh my gosh.
You now have.
Perform some first aid.
It then opens its mouth and says, "Well, gee golly willikers, it is this quite a predicament."
Oh gosh, the dog can talk.
Yes, you now have a talking dog best friend.
Lily
Oh
is
my
very
god.
pleased with this.
Talking dog best friend.
As for you, Kane,
Then I've got
you see an iguana with human eyes.
That's
Not sure he wants to have that.
There is also a bird with human feet. And the last animal there is a red panda with a wolf tail.
Oh, this one's cute.
It opens its mouth and reveals that it has.
That one's partially normal.
Its eyes then slit and its tongue goes like a snake.
Yeah.
That's
Never
pretty cool.
mind.
Kane picks up the panda.
Alright, the panda is now yours.
Okay, now that people are doing all of that, Brad, blah, is going to reload his gun because he only has 1 clip left.
Sure thing. Good on you for reloading. So, is there anything anyone would like to do before we wrap this session up?
Right. And as they're assessing the damages, Brad is going to go back to Louisa and say, "Are you alright?"
Louisa didn't seem to expect that as she jumps startled by the sound of your voice and tries to scoot away from you. She looks a little bit more like herself, but you can see the blue veins on her neck underneath her cloak are pulsing. And her eyes still seem to be glowing as she goes, "Stay away from me. Don't come any closer. I'm not stable.
Okay. I'm going to give you some space. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna be over here destroying some illegal contraband.
Oh, now you can help yourself to whatever you want here. We are the law. The law doesn't apply to us.
But if we still have some illegal heretical artifacts, we still need to destroy them.
Oh yeah, if they're heretical, of course we gotta destroy them. But if they're, useful heretical, then we're just delaying their destruction.
That's still against the law.
We are the law. And you realize that Fawkes has opened up a large crate that has a label on it that says drugged candy.
Nope. You're not having any of that.
Oh, come on! What's the fun of this if we can't use the rules to our advantage?
Owen is
I
going
am-
Listen,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Owen. My idea to go down here anyway.
But yes, you guys do your shopping. You confiscate any goods and, get rid of anything that's heretical. And is there any last bits before we wrap up?
no, I'm good.
Okay.
Owen is just really delirious.
Yeah, I mean, painkillers.
For the Emperor.
Kira,
Yeah,
Kira,
oh my god.
Oh,
Kira,
oh,
painkillers.
yes.
Alright. So before we wrap this session up then, I've got a question for you all. Do you want to continue this campaign?
Honestly, I'm not having as much fun as I would like with this system.
What about the rest of you?
It admittedly feels like we fail more often than we succeed, which I don't know if it's just us not building our characters right, not understanding the modifiers and stuff, or what. Just yeah, feels like 9 times out of 10 we have really failed in a lot of cases, and succeeding only happens very rarely.
I mean, I could say also make the argument on my last session we had over with the other game I do on Fridays. I failed my insight like 3 times in a row, though admittedly it's only been a +2. So
Ninja?
Like, I agree with everybody else. Like, I'm still curious, and I kind of want to try this, like maybe like one more time, at least a combat, to see like if it is that we maybe just didn't build our sheets correctly, or if it's just because I mean I'm liking the RP so far, but there's like a whole lot to this than we like can seem to grasp right now. So yeah, so due to that, the fact that it's still a little bit uncertain, I'm not having as much fun.
Mhm.
I'm curious about still trying again, but maybe not like a session, maybe just like another like practice battle to see if it is because of like our sheets or if it's just because of modifiers and stuff like that.
Kira.
I am interestingly on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I've actually been having quite a lot of fun, and I was really sad that I couldn't make it last time. So yeah, I mean, mind you though, my like stance with things has always been more the RP element than the combat element. I'm always lost in combat, so it's not very much different for me. But I've been liking the group so far. It's been the highlight of my week.
Yeah,
Okay.
the RP is great.
RP, yeah, but that's all of us just being able to bounce well off each other once we found our groove with our characters.
Well, of course, the
Yeah.
roleplay was always going to be great, but this was more about the system. So
Yeah.
now I'm going to give you your options. Option 1, we continue with the current system. Option 2, we continue, but with the D&D system, 5th edition, as usual, as we used to. We can always reskin this campaign and turn it into a D&D one. Like, it would take a bit of finagling, but we could always do that. Option 3, we cancel this campaign entirely, and we start a new campaign with just your standard D&D adventure. Now, you don't have to decide this right away. You have the Murphy chats. Just make sure you give me your thoughts before next week. Does that sound fair?
Fair, yeah.
Sounds fair to
Alright.
me, yeah.
Then with that, I will end this session. And if you don't hear from us again, well, this is the last episode. Thank you all for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.